Hello and welcome to another pit stop video. This one is for the Grimm Forest, designed by Tim Eisner, coming from Druid City Games and playing 2 to 4 players. So set in a fairy tale world with characters we all know and love, the Grimm Forest is all about a competition between the nephews of the famous Three Little Pigs, who are vying with each other to build 3 houses as quickly as possible to win the title of the Royal Builder and earn their fame and fortune. So how are we going to go about this? Well, the game is separated into 2 phases. You have the gather phase and the build phase. So the first phase is obviously all about gathering the materials to build, and you have these wood, brick and straw buildings that you're going to try to build. The only rule of thumb there is that you may never start a building of the same type as one that's already under construction. Otherwise you build whatever you can when you can. So the first part of the gather phase is to choose one of your cards. Now the market, which you can see over here, is only in play when there is 4 players playing. But normally it'd be just the 3 areas. So each person has a card, or a hand of cards rather, depicting each of the gathering spaces. So what you're going to do is you're going to secretly choose where you are going to go and gather from. So once you've done that, you may also play a fable card. Now fable cards are what the game's all about really. They're going to allow you to change the rules, to mix things up, and to bring in some of these mythological or fairy tale beasts that we all know and love. Here's the bridge troll, here's the giant squashing a house, there's a dragon there, the big bad wolf of course. And what you're going to do is choose that if you have one or want to play one on your turn here as well. Then we're going to reveal the fable cards. So everyone will have chosen a card, so let's say the player's done that and I have done that. I'm going to reveal the fable cards. In this case, the big bad wolf, I choose where that big bad wolf will go. So I know that I have chosen the brick yard, so I don't want the big bad wolf to go there, so let's put the big bad wolf in the forest. And what it says is all players at the big bad wolf's location must destroy 1 straw or wood house section of your choice. So normally I wouldn't play that right now until we've got some of our houses built up, but let's pretend we do. So then, once the fable cards are played, we would reveal a card. So this character has decided to go to the market and do some trading, and I obviously decided that I'm going to the brickyard. And there will be normally be 5 straw, 4 wood, 3 brick, and one of each commodity at the market. So if you're there alone, you're able to take all of the goods from that location. If you're there with somebody else, for instance if this character had come here, then we would split them, so we would get 1 each and 1 would remain in the brickyard. Quite simple. We would then collect our resources and move on to the build phase. The build phase is where you trade in your resources to build your buildings. Now the way it goes is any base is going to cost you 2. Any walls are going to cost you 4. And the roof finally is going to cost you 6 to place on there. When you've built the walls of any building, you're allowed to then take a friend card. Now the friends cards are ongoing powers, you don't spend them. You make a choice whether you keep them or give them to another player. The reason you give them to another player is if they've got a really good friend card already in play and you want to get rid of it. So let's say the golden goose here, if I'm alone at a location, I gain 1 resource of my choice, or I can discard it to get any 2 resources. So I like that, I'm going to keep that. And now that's in play until somebody removes it or I remove it myself. If I'm the first person to build a building type, as in this one, the brick building, I would take the first builder bonus, and that allows me to get either a friend, 2 fable cards, or a resource of each type. And the first person to build all 3 buildings, they can be of the same type, doesn't have to be different ones, is going to win this game of the Grimm Forest. That was a pit stop video. We hope you enjoyed it, and there's plenty more on our YouTube channel covering a whole wide variety of games. If you want more in-depth coverage of board gaming and tabletop gaming, please go to our podcast, the Game Pit Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. Thank you very much for watching.